no gold is not enough.
What's going on, guys? Good morning. This is Mando Gaming. I am making this video as a quick little how-to on the Grandmaster this week. It is the Devil's Lair on the Cosmodrome. Its modifiers are Overload and Barrier. My team was able to make it through on our second try. First time we made it through, we made it all the way to the boss room, had the boss on his last bar of health, and we hit the 45-minute limit where we lose all of our revives. So both, naturally two of us died, and then the last guy lasted as long as he could, but unfortunately he was also killed at the end. So we did the Grandmaster on our second try. However, we felt very confident that we would be able to make it through with no mistakes and no problems at all. So we'll start off the video first. I'm running a Stasis Hunter, the Revenant Hunter, and for my my kinetic, I've got the Ignition Code Grenade Launcher. So I've got Blinding Grenades, Slide Shot, Danger Zone on here with the boss spec. Terrible masterwork, by the way, but don't pay attention to that. So making sure that the most enemies are blinded for the majority of the Grandmaster is going to help a lot. When I'm shooting off random nades into crowds of enemies and just constantly blinding them, it gives us a lot of time to pick them off one at a time, and overall making the GM a lot easier. My elemental weapon, though, I've got Hard Light, right? So Hard Light, you can switch between your three different elements. You've got Void, Arc, and Solar. And in this Grandmaster, you have shields of all three different types. So naturally, this weapon is a fantastic choice. It's got, it's super stable when you're shooting downrange. It's got 49 bullets in the magazine, and it's fantastic. So for the barrier champions, get your anti-barrier auto rifle mod equipped. Sorry, whoops, right there. Anti-barrier auto rifle mod equipped. No big deal. So that just means that I can help out with the barrier champions as well as breaking the shields of all the other enemies, because kinetics will not do damage against those shields like at all. It's barely anything. So the Hard Light comes in super clutch. And then last but not least, we have our linear fusion rifle. Everybody knows this season is fantastic for LFRs and fusion rifles with the particle deconstruction mod. I'm also running Thermoclastic Strike here. So this is fantastic because it allows me to free up a spot where I don't need to use a bow for the Overload champions. I can throw my Stasis melee at an enemy, it'll stun them, and when it stuns them, I get my melee back immediately. Or if any of my teammates stun a champion, I'll get my melee back. So I can keep spamming my my little ice shurikens at the Overload champions and keep stunning them, or teammates can stun them and I can just keep throwing them downrange until I eventually stun them. To supplement the Hard Light and the anti-barrier, I've also running, where is it? Shield Break Charge, right here. Shield Break Charge. Become charged light when breaking a combatant shield with the matching energy type. This Grandmaster, I am literally doing it the entire time. I'm just breaking shields on everybody, so I'm constantly charged with light ×2 because I've got, where is it? I've got Taken Charge and Shield Break Charge, so I'll pick up any orbs of power, and then I'm constantly doing higher damage with higher energy fire, and yeah, it's just a solid strategy overall to make it through the Grandmaster. Blinding them, breaking shields, killing barriers, and then particle deconstruction to really take down those heavy enemies like the those resilient vandals and such, and then also everybody stacking particle deconstruction on the big bosses. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I'm gonna also show you like kind of the strategy as we move through the Grandmaster itself. I hope this helps you out. All right, have a nice day. Alright, starting off this video strong with Draken immediately dying from the first boss that spawns in the entire Grandmaster. It's okay. Okay, no big deal. Alright, so you want to take your speeder, go straight down the middle. Don't die. You don't even need to fight anybody. Don't get blown up. Here's me dying to a barrier knight immediately as soon as we walk in this room. And then you have Fat Dad Josh, who decides to, I think he goes invis here and then comes back to res me. And then while the barrier champion is down, yeah, he reses me and I immediately get killed. Both of us do, actually. So that was fun. Yeah, make your way through the speeder. And you're going to come to this first main room here. I'm still using hard light, switching up my elements to make sure that I, am breaking all types of shields, and I'm constantly charged with light. Doesn't hurt to throw a super right here in the middle of this big group. Started off not too bad. So in this room, once you clear this initial wave, you come over here to this corner, and you can sit right up on top of this train or semi-truck, whatever it is, and you can just, all three of you can tank the waves one after one as they come through. It's going to be 3 waves, and there's going to be a bunch of champions. So you guys just chill back there, pop wells, throw supers, just start racking up all those kills. And then once you're done with this room, oh, also be careful of those vandals. They will one-shot you every time. Once you come out here to the big open area, go ahead and take care of the snipers up on top of the roof first. I used my heavy. I whiffed a couple shots, wasn't really paying attention. Take out these snipers here, and then once you take out the snipers, you're able to push out into the open a little bit. You're going to need to take out that barrier servitor, and then make sure that when you guys push out, you're not pushing up to that building that's in front of me right there. Don't get too close to it, otherwise you're going to spawn the 2 brigs and the walker and a shit ton of enemies all at the same time. So what we did is we split up. So I went left and I cleared all the enemies on the left side. I pushed even too far up right there. I almost spawned the brigs. Yeah, so you're gonna, best bet is to split up. I went left. I cleared a bunch of the enemies that are down in that little house over there. Josh and Draken took care of some of the ones on the right. But the biggest thing is to just clear these ads before you spawn the 2 brigs and the walker, because it's going to be a whole lot easier when you only have to deal with 1 wave and the brigs and the walker, rather than the initial wave of snipers and a servitor. So right up here, we go ahead and take out the walker first, so it's not raining hellfire down on us while we take out the brigs. Right here, we're able to use our LFRs to just lay some hate down on the legs. Once you cripple it, you'll be able to hit that little sweet spot right there. Unfortunately, I died right here because there was a wave of enemies that spawned in, and the ship that spawns them in, yeah, it shoots at you. So that's a lot of fun. Yeah, so just be careful of that. But Josh will come back here and he'll res me. And then we'll finish off the walker, and then we're going to move on to the 2 brigs, just one at a time. All 3 of you focus up, pop well, pop super. It's pretty simple right here. That walker being down is going to help a lot, so it's not just shooting missiles at you from all the way over there. I popped my super here. Chris or Draken also popped his super as well. Once you break the front panel off these brigs, make sure that you kill it as fast as possible. Otherwise, it starts this annihilation blast, and any part of the AoE attack that hits you will kill you immediately. It'll one-shot you. So we killed the first brig. You'll see here, it'll pop off the front and it'll start to elevate a little bit. I think, maybe? Oh no, we just killed that one before it could even start going into psycho mode. And then once you clear all the rest of the ads, you'll be able to push through this door right here. Make sure you collect any ammo glimmer that you're going to need for the final room. Don't push into this room once the door is open. Go ahead, stand back, start stunning these overload captains, because as soon as you move into that room, the gate's going to close, and then your enemies are going to, or I'm sorry, your allies are going to have to join you. So go ahead, start stunning them. I throw my melees whenever I can. If I get the stun, cool. If someone else gets the stun, I get my melees back anyways. So I have constant melees pretty much when we come up against the overload champions. super cool. Or any other champions for that matter that are stunned. I thought I was stuck right here for a sec, but it was just a little pull. Yeah, take out these 2 overloads, and then there's going to be a room immediately on your left that we're going to run in once we clear the ads. Here we go. Clear ads, and you're going to run into this room right here. And you're just going to sit here pretty much the entire time. You're going to be shooting... you're going to be pretty much just staying in there the whole time. Unless you get to a point where there are little to no ads outside so that you can focus some fire on Sepix. Because we're not sure, but we think that there are literally unlimited enemies that will spawn until you kill him. Or they all kill you. So it's best to kill Sepix as fast as possible. So here you go, you're seeing Hard Light in action again. These guys have Void Shields. Arc Captains obviously have Arc Shields. And then before, there were some Wizards that had Solar Shields. So yeah, I really did come in clutch with the Hard Light here, just switching up between elements to, constantly break shields. And if you look at the left, I'm charged with light, like pretty much the entire time. And unless I'm killing an enemy, to get rid of the charge with light, I'm going to keep that charge with light and do higher damage with my high energy fire. Super clutch. And then even if I do kill an enemy, I'll probably get my charge with light back pretty quickly from my allies spawning orbs or me breaking shields. So just dealing super high damage all the time with Hard Light, which already is... look at switching up to Void. Trying to blind enemies as well is super helpful. I can't remember. Do we kill him on this run? No, we do kill him, but like it takes more than just this time. See, we melted him down a little bit more, but as soon as you start to do damage to him, like a ton of ads will spawn out. So having a Warlock on your team with super important, because I can't tell you how many times Draken's like his healing rift would save our asses, or him popping his Well of Radiance, when we're getting overrun. It came in clutch too many times to count. And then you've got Juice Josh over there. He is running his tether, invis and tether. He runs the invis for reses and also to yeah, pretty much just reses. Like if he needs to get out there and I'm like dead out in the open and there's a shit ton of enemies, he can just pop invisible and then just run out there and get me. Right here, oh my god. I pop super and then I just kept shooting blinding grenades in here and hitting like a shit ton of marauders that like are the guys that go invisible and they have the melees and they'll one-shot you. So yeah, that was super fun. But we ended up finishing off Sepix with particle deconstruction and linear fusion rifles, and then check out the amount of loot we got. Bam. Well, if you guys want to see more videos, join me in the future. This is Mando Gaming. Have a great day.
Easy go.